Dan Rayner, Pure Elite Pro. This is our first male transformation person we're going to talk to. So let's introduce yourself first of all.
My name's Matt Kloiber.
And how are you feeling today?
I'm tired now. I've done 2 categories already. I did muscle model over 35 and then pretty much straight away back on stage for over 45s. And obviously body transformation's scheduled for right at the end of the day, so I'm hanging a bit now, but I'm all right.
What was your feelings like on stage? What emotions did you go through? Try and explain it best you can.
Yeah, sure. It's my first contest, so before I went on stage for the first category, I'm nervous, obviously, because it's the fear of the unknown. What you're being asked to do is walk to the front, do some poses, walk left, walk right. It's not that difficult, but you know, when you factor in everything else which is around it as well, and it's brand new to you, that obviously adds some pressure, and I was nervous. So the fact there was actually just myself in that first category did me a favour in many ways, because I could take my time on stage.
Bit of a confidence boost.
Yeah, absolutely. It's right. Okay, that one's helped me a lot. And then when I was on stage then with some other guys a few minutes later, I was already a lot more comfortable.
Yes.
And then now going into body transformation later on, completely relaxed about it.
You know what to expect.
Yeah,
you know where to
absolutely.
stand, what to do.
I mean, leading up to those first 2 categories, I was like a cat on hot bricks. Couldn't relax, couldn't sit down, chatting to people, but your mind's somewhere else. But now, completely chilled out. You know, when it's time to pump up, I'm good to go, and I know what I'm doing when I get down there. So it's just that fear of the unknown. It's gone now, which is great.
So can you tell us a little bit about your transformation story and why you've entered this category, a little bit about the past and what's happened before?
Sure. I used to be very active when I was younger. I've always been involved in sport. I spent 10 years as a PE teacher. That's not what I do now. I've been out of that for about 10 years, but I was a decent level runner. I was an 800 metre runner in my 20s, and then kept active with sort of cycling, gym work, different stuff once I retired. Yeah, and then sort of later years, sort of in the last sort of 5 years, I've let it go a little bit more. I've got a young family, run a business with my wife. Time is a factor, you know, life gets busy and you let things go and you think, yeah, I look all right for my age, so, you know, I'm holding on to that all right with the bit that I'm doing, that's fine. And then just out of the blue, about 18 months ago, went to do a fitness class, didn't feel right, I had some symptoms which I didn't kind of recognise, just put it down to being a humid evening and so on. And then got back, my wife said, you don't look too good, said, I don't feel great, went to bed, 2-3 in the morning, got some more symptoms, chest pains, pains down the arm, classic kind of things, which are sort of heart attack type things. But at my age, with my sort of background of always having kept myself,
Just not expecting it.
it's just not something that you think, well, I'm having a heart attack, yeah. So we Googled it, and pretty much I ticked every symptom I was feeling, so I thought, okay. It wasn't like you see on the TV falling down and sort of, you know, a pain in the arm and you can't move, but it just didn't feel right, aching in the face and so on. Paramedics came out, did some tests. They knew, but they were very good about sort of saying, oh, we'll just take you in, just check it out, just to be sure. Went in, they did a blood test and they looked for certain markers in the blood which say, yes, you've had a heart attack, or no, you haven't. And my readings were way up, so it was 100% you've had a heart attack. Next, they had a stent fitted. In Cheltenham Hospital.
And what was your feelings like at this time?
Just shock, really. I was pretty calm about it because it's weird. The symptoms, a lot of them are almost like indigestion.
Yes.
And bizarrely, my wife gave me some indigestion tablets before the paramedics came. It kind of eased off, and I thought, oh, I'm wasting these guys' time now. But clearly, I wasn't. I then had a little bit of a scare a week after the stent had been fitted. I had some more real pains up my arm and everything. Had to go in, have another angiogram where they put a camera up and have a look round. All fine, just I don't know what the symptoms really were, but it was nothing to worry about. 6 weeks of cardiac rehab, and then after, which is literally cardiac rehab, I'm in supervised heart rate monitor on, very gentle aerobic exercise. The youngest in there by a mile.
Very gradual progress though.
Yeah. Of course, I'm itching to want to get back to doing some resistance training. They're saying, no, you can't yet. Gave me the green light to start a little bit of light work again. Gradually started to build that up. Started to make some progress. The chap who owns the gym that I trained at said I should do a contest or a competition of some kind. Knew nothing about this kind of thing at all. Had a little look online, realised it was massive. And
you thought, why not?
Yeah, and I thought, well, I'm doing okay. I looked at Pure Elite, saw that they had One, they had a category for my age group, over 45. They had a category for body transformation, which was, I guess, was something I was going through. So I thought, well, why not? You know, it fitted perfectly. Gave me a focus to my training. You know, I was kind of up to that point, training a little bit. Sometimes didn't fancy it, but as soon as you've got a focus, because I'd come from a background where I'd been at a decent level in a sport, once I've got a focus, I was able to aim at that. You've got a prep coach. You're checking in with them weekly. Yeah, that's it. I was right back in the zone that I used to be in when I was younger, doing my athletics, trying to achieve something. Had no idea what the end result was going to be, what sort of shape I was going to get in, but I could see the progress. Kept trying to look and try and find pictures of guys that were going to be in the categories that I was in.
Just trying to compare yourself.
To make a comparison and so on, but couldn't find an awful lot. Just kept on with the process, getting better and better. Coach was giving me confidence. People were saying, "You're looking pretty decent. I think you'll do all right." And then we're here where we are today.
It's good. It's nice to see you looking so healthy now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And good luck when you step on stage.
Thanks, buddy.
All right.
All right, thanks.